Namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac Weather. My name is Christopher Witecki, your Sensei to Sirius Joy, and I am quite grateful for you showing up today and sharing your light with me. This is a special full moon episode of Namaste Today for Monday, September 8th, 2014, and today psychic and spiritual energies will rule the day. Now there are 12 states of being aware, 12 states of being alive. And one of those states is our psychic state of awareness, also known as Step 7, also known as Pisces. In fact, it's my belief that until Jesus Christ came and pointed it out, we weren't necessarily paying attention to our Step 7 psychic state of awareness. But now, after 2,000 years of Pisces, we have certainly begun to all realize that we're psychic. We notice that we get messages before the text message arrives. We dream about someone, they call us the next day. We're all becoming very aware of this psychic state of awareness. And we're moving on in the age of Aquarius to focus on the I belong state of awareness, something very different. But today is going to be quite a powerful day within the psychic state of awareness. Psychic state of awareness rules the day. The quantum intention is 7, and we have a beautiful full moon in Pisces tonight, which is going to create a tug-of-war spiritually for each of us and call for each of us to step away from something old. But before we dive into what you're stepping away from, let's first tame our brain with the phrase of the day. The phrase of the day is something exciting. I sense life offers something greater. I sense life offers something greater. Now this is the sense literally of the day of step 16, but this is true I think also, and I think we're all sensing this. I think we all sense, hey, I think there's more to this Earth experience than what we've seen so far. Certainly the ride gets a little bit more exciting than this, especially for those of us who've been working since we got here. So I sense life offers something greater. And that's how we're going to program our brain today. Say it loud and say it proud if you have any doubts in the full moon. Now the serious step of the day is step 16. And this is a quantum 7. 1 plus 6 makes 7. So step 16 is very simple. Life offers something greater when we open up to it. All right? So to love and trust is the 10. 6 is to give and receive. So by loving and trusting and giving and receiving with the universe, we end up getting a quantum 7 is what it is. I'm going all over the place here. Quantum 7. And this puts us into an I sense state of awareness. So what's really cool about today's full moon is that it's not only in Pisces, but it's resonating at step 16, which is also adds up to Pisces. Now the joyful prep of the day is step 26. So the way to open up to receive the best of possibilities today, you want to be aware of your emotions, and you want to be aware of your giving and receiving. And basically, when I feel giving and receiving working well, I will commit. That's what the 8 comes down to at this level. 2 plus 6, 8. That's a commitment. So we're being willing to commit today. Be willing to commit to the experience that you feel, or commit to the consciousness that you are dialing up with the full moon when you feel giving and receiving working correctly. If it's working and you're feeling it from the universe, that's what you want to commit to. All right? So the moon is full, God bless her, in step 7 of Pisces. And it will happen tonight around 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern Time. Looking at the chakras affected, 2 primary chakras in a full moon. It's always the sun and the moon are the 2 primary chakras that light up the most. So on the one hand, the full moon in Pisces gives us a crown chakra that's lit up, and of course the sun in Virgo gives us a heart chakra that's lit up. We also have Jupiter there in the heart chakra, so we are really expanding the green and the purple energy, and you might even really be digging those colors more. I've been more attracted to green and purple lately. I mean, just seriously, clothes and stuff, and I noticed it actually. I just try to notice color in my life and see what it's about. Now, if you didn't hear this yesterday, I am calling out to light workers to unite. Let us walk side by side in the spirit of love and the harmony of light. That's what our goal is at SoulGarden.tv. If you would like to work with us, or like to post a blog or share some of your work or what you're doing, please just share it with us. I like to be the person that shares it with everyone else every day. Namaste Today. We now have a contact page, and that's where you can care to share. So come on down and share what you got. I can't wait to report on it. Now, looking at the planet soup, let's digest this full moon, shall we? For one, the sun is at step 16, so that is a quantum 7, and that is a spiritual Virgo. So Virgo is what reality is about, but to have a step 16 Virgo is a spiritual Virgo, a very soft Virgo. Anyone born on this day is a step 16 Virgo, and you would be a more spiritually soft Virgo, so to speak. The full moon is in Pisces, and of course it hits apex at step 16. And so this is a purebred vibration of Pisces, because when it quantums to 7 and it's also in the sign of 7, you've got a stacking of 7. You see, it gets more pure this way. So today is going to be a particularly spiritually pure day. I like this psycho music. So what is a full moon? A full moon event really is our emotional desires are triggered by the moon, and this makes us trigger a release in the sun. So in the Zodiac weather, in each of your 12 steps or in each 12 horoscopes, I'll be talking about what you are being triggered to release today, and we'll be talking about what the full moon is inspiring you to. So we literally get kind of co-triggered on both sides, and it's our emotional desires for one way that gives us the courage or conviction to let go of another way. That is, in essence, the tug-of-war of a full moon, leaving us on Earth there in the middle. Now, on this particular full moon, God is giving us the finger, as I like to say, a yod, an isosceles triangle, pointing to Uranus at step 15, which is peace. We talked about that yesterday. And so as we have this full moon, I wish I could kind of do another thing here where the moon is, we are at the same time innovating our inner peace and hopefully aligning with joy. That was yesterday's episode. Watch yesterday's episode for more details on step 15. But it is an important aspect today that by releasing certain details or stepping away from certain details, we are in fact creating greater peace or a different definition of our masculine energy or what we will go or what we will do. Interesting, fun stuff. And then finally, there's a cosmic makeout session today, as far as I'm concerned. That full moon will cross Chiron at step 15 in Pisces just before it goes full. By the way, about 2 hours it takes for it to go 1 step or 1 degree. So the moon changes degrees every 2 hours, if you want to know, or steps every 2 hours. And this is really, I think, going to give us a kind of, prior to the full moon, a sense of peace, a sense of well-being, a sense of healing. So I think we'll feel God, we will feel Jesus Christ, we will feel the I sense state of awareness that that was introduced to us in the age of Pisces 2,000 years ago. And this little blast of healing of Chiron is right before the full moon, where it is, in fact, kind of talking to God. It's step 16. So should be a very interesting full moon to witness. Like my little howls here. This brings us now to the Sensei sunrise and really looking at my theme for the day. Again, the Sirius step is step 16, so you want to love and trust and allow giving and receiving to happen with yourself and the universe, and you want to joyfully be prepared to commit when you can feel the giving and receiving happening. That's ultimately what it is. So in meditation, you would do just that, open up to giving and receiving the universe, and you would be ready to commit when it really feels like you are, you know, doing business, so to speak. But to me, the question of the day is, how will this life measure up anyway? You know, with the sun in Virgo and the full moon in Pisces, in essence, what we're battling between are details on the one side, sort of details we hold on to, and then Pisces, the part of us that just doesn't care at all. You know, you guys heard my little slogan at the end, who cares? That is my Mars and Pisces statement, me living by my Mars and Pisces. Because at the end of the day, Pisces is the part of us that allows us to be compassionate and to let go. Virgo is the part of us that holds on and has to make it our reality and obsesses on it. So our obsessive, detail, compulsive part of us is Virgo. And whether or not we ought to be holding on to the Virgo details, because a lot of times it's not that we have problems with Virgo, it's that we have other problems that won't let us let go of these certain details. We get attached to these certain details and it's like we have to win, or it has to be this way, or the person has to look this way. And these details we're attached to really are just our latest manifestation this life. And I think we take things a little too seriously. So it really says today in the full moon of Pisces, the full moon of Pisces is going to fill your emotions with this ability to go, oh, forgive it. I don't care. Who cares? You'll have that attitude, which will allow you to finally let go of some details. And ironically, you know, you want to ask yourself, really, with the Sun in Virgo, what exactly is this life going to measure up to? What are the details you really care about? Really care about at the end of the day? You know, so if you're doing some sort of, poker game, and it's like you can gamble the house, or you can gamble love, or you can gamble these things, what details will you really not gamble at all? And what details do you really not give a shift about? You're just holding on to them for whatever reason. Remember, I sense something greater in life, which means maybe some details just aren't worth it. And today, with the full moon, it's really about surrendering to the part of you that, who cares? It's one life of many. So you can let go of some details that might have mattered a lot for the whole life up until now. But now, who cares? Maybe you just don't give a shift. Think about that, and we'll, so in the Zodiac weather, look at the details you're letting go of after this. Hello, my friends. I do appreciate you watching these commercials. We're going to have new commercials out, and actually I'm going to allow people to run their own commercials there eventually. But right now it is definitely Soulmart, because that's where the money comes from. Now, I do have one final class for the show. Do you want to be an astrologer? This will be this Wednesday, September 10th. It's going to be a huge time. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of people have signed up at the last minute, which is super cool. I also have one more class on the 17th for the art of reading people, which should be a lot of fun and fascinating. And don't forget, if you have any customer service needs whatsoever, please, it's one simple email address and only one email address, help@soulmart.me. Incidentally, I've helped a lot of people. I'm super excited who were kind of lost in the fray, so that all worked. Remember, that is at soulmart.me. But before you go shopping at soulmart.me, let's take a look at the moods of each of your brothers and sisters and what the full moon is doing, beginning with the Scorpios. Now, I gotta say, the Scorpios, good chance of temper tantrums with this full moon, because this full moon fills up the inner child. So there's childlike chance of temper tantrums for the Scorpios. But you know what? It's time to let go of some sort of friends or social attachments. Those are the details that you have to let go of. So who cares? Maybe you wanted it to work out, you wanted them to know, but screw it, who cares? Can't control everything. The Leos, sunny with a chance of Randy today. I got a Leo rising. Let me tell you, a full moon is in the house of bow chicka bow wow right now. This is the most full I get in the year. Can you tell? Look at those lions. Sunny with a chance of Randy. But here's what it is. You got to let go of some sort of value judgments, Your Majesty. Who cares? Right? So it's like, oh, who cares? You don't have to have it that way. It doesn't have to be a Mercedes the first time. Whatever that value judgment, who cares? You're the royalty. You can decide what you want it to be. Talk to myself here. The Cancer, sunny and righteous today. I think they're going to be righteous. Don't get in an argument with the Cancer today. Let go of specific fights or games. Some crabs, they can't let go of like some idea. They just can't let go of that fight. I know a lot of Cancers just can't let go of like what he said to me. So screw it, who cares? Be righteous. Let that full moon say, you know everything, and let go of the specifics. Can't say it. Sagittarius, cloudy, chance of showers, highly chance of being vulnerable today for the Sagittarius, the step threes. Why? Well, you got to let go of some career control. I know you're super frustrated. I know you've been trying to manifest money and all these other things. I know. But you know what? Just let go. You can't control it all, Sag. In some regards, aim that arrow and see where it lands. Step 4 is the Aquas, the I belongs. Cloudy and probably oversensitive today. But this full moon, you got to let go of some control in order to trust. So, you know, Aquas are very, very, what's the word? Combination to the safe when it comes to intimacy, right? So this full moon is going to make you want to feel more valuable. It's going to make you want to feel and have more in life. But your own hang-ups will be that you have to be in a sheep costume, or it has to be this way or that way. You're an Aqua. You're into everything. So be less controlling of specific details, and trust is what this full moon says for you. The Gemini, sunny and ambitious. You got to let go of old feelings to move on. You know, Geminis will replay the feeling and replay the feeling and replay the feeling and re. I know, I have a Gemini sun. And it's like, why are you replaying that feeling? So literally, you're going to feel like wanting to move on to the future, but you've got to let go of the past, literally. Step 6, the Librans. Sensitive chance of showers today. That's because you are really letting go of past fears. You know, I think with Librans and Libra risings, what they do is you just keep holding on to these ideas or fears and replaying them, and it's like a poor man's way of not repeating the mistake by replaying it over and over and over. But I think that's where you can kind of get hung up on stuff. Step 7, the Pisces. Sunny and super cool. It's a full moon in their sign. They're feeling it more than everyone, and it's step 16, so they are feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. You know what? Pisces are going to swim away from failed relationships. Now, honestly, I don't think Pisces will have any problem swimming away from failed relationships. It's not something that's very hard for them, but it might be. They get hung up on certain things. So, yeah, but you're feeling so good today. So if a Pisces swims into your neck of the woods today, folks, they're probably sticking around for a little while. Step 8, the Capricorns. Cloudy chance of mind games. Careful, goat. You can really talk yourself into a doozy up there on the mountain. And you really got to let go of any false beliefs or bullshit. All right, so you know what we're talking about. I think what happens with Capricorns is they actually talk themselves into certain details as a way to sell something. And then you get yourself oversold into that. So you just got to let go and say, who cares? Step 9, the Aries. Showers, chance of storms today. This is not a full moon that hits them in a pretty place. You got to let go of failed work or lifestyle issues, basically. So it's like you're going to want to feel spiritual. You're going to probably have a chance of storms today. But you got to just let go of certain details in your daily life and have mercy on your own soul. Have mercy on your own life. See what's left. Step 10, the Taurus is cloudy chance of social anxiety. Perhaps. I'm not feeling it. Must be my Leo rising. Let go of failed dreams. Yeah. I actually did that already this week, and boy was I pissy. If you guys watched my show with One Feather, I was letting go of failed dreams at that point. So whatever it was, screw it. Build a castle somewhere else. The Virgins, step 11s. Cloudy chance of love issues on this one. I don't know. Where the Pisces can swim away, the Virgos, oh, they have a hard time. Get over your anger, Virgo. You lost something. Big deal. You know what? Everyone loses all the time. I don't see anyone winning ever, by the way. Who's winning? So screw it. We all have to just dump it once in a while. So for the Virgins, it will be kind of dumping some sort of ego issue, and you'll just have to dump it, and then you'll be better. So now to the quiet. That's our new bell. Today I have the Sirius Step of the Day Step 16 video. This is great if you want to understand how meditation works and how we log in using the Sirius Steps of the Day. And Venus Prime Health, I'm releasing Double Your Protein. That's actually his next tip on how to jumpstart your health, to double your protein intake. And there's other ways besides animals, by the way. We've got a new Full Moon Surrender episode of Julie Zipper that's been released in high definition. This is available, of course, in our cool Lightwalker Parade, which is the playlist that we have on YouTube and the Mothership. Also, don't forget to contact us. We'd love to work by you side by side. If you are on Facebook, YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. I'm all over the map today. And if you're on Facebook, you can actually like us and follow lots of posts I do through the day. And, of course, we have soulmart.me. And the Mothership, where you can care to share at soulgarden.tv. And finally, I've got a new little feature of my Namaste today, something I've been wanting to do for a long time, called Soul Nirvana. And Soul Nirvana is basically the artificial intuition that we're creating. One of the things that I'm really interested in is for the artificial intuition to be able to pick a song that meets your mood and meets your personality. So in the efforts of that, I myself believe in music. In fact, if anyone has worked around me, you'll know that I will actually put on my iPhone and listen to music for about a half hour to 40 minutes just to get in the mood to Namaste today and share with everyone. And I usually try to pick music that kind of sets the tone of the day. That's what my real interest is in metaphysics. So that said, I am actually releasing a little song here, or putting in a playlist. This is the song I came up with this particular time. This actually comes from the last time Saturn was in Scorpio. I don't know if you guys remember this Genesis album, but there's a song called Throwing It All Away. So I have this in the playlist. Listen to it and tell me if it feels like the vibe of the day, and isn't it have a strange resonance because it comes from Saturn and Scorpio. And I think with this full moon, we are in some ways throwing it all away. But that's okay. Phil Collins helps us out. All right, my friends, have a fabulous full moon. I'll see you in 24. Until then, I love you and live, love, be.